The most exciting thing of this hackathon was how incredibly collaborative every single team was and how much respect for each other they had.
The biggest riddle that we are trying to solve is that economic interests are driving the destruction of the planet with a force and with a power and with a speed that no conservationist project can keep up with.
In Web3, we have so many new tools at our hands that could completely change the business model of the whole conservation space, amplify it, and bring much more money inside.
There were projects from regenerative finance to governance and DAOs. We had environmental sensing proposals, NFTs for nature identification and rewarding.
We know how difficult it is to collect reliable data, to get people to support organizations on the ground and to verify events, which we think we saw from space. So we thought within this hackathon, we could try to gamify this process. And yeah, what better game to develop than the pirate game? Now, around 24 hours, we've been developing an amazing concept on how you can become a pirate which conquers, identifies, and plunders interesting landscapes, but not in order to extract value, but actually to contribute value.
The hackathon teams were so excited to use the platform already beforehand, and then during the weekend, they loved the interactivity, they loved the randomness of meeting each other and explaining to each other what they were busy with and helping each other. So flying to the space and coding together or ideating on their Miro boards and then flying back to work on their own solutions. That was just freaking awesome. So the Momentum platform and the new features, the social features, made it so easy for teams to find each other, to know where to go, to literally just self-organize their weekend experience, basically, and to meet the advisors that we brought into the space. Some people just jumped in for the first time, and 5 minutes later they were flying around. Although it was a competition, it felt like everyone was winning at a winning game.
There's a high probability that these teams actually form a company. And that's where kind of the grander blockchain ecosystem, which has been supporting this hackathon, like the Kusama Treasury, like the Ocean Protocol, and some others, now we can go back to those treasuries and to those funding mechanisms to continue funding, to apply for grants to fund these projects further, and the same also from Sovereign Nature Initiative.